Good morning from Panama City. If you're new here, hello, my name is Katie and welcome to Katie Does Travel. I am a solo female backpacker in her 30s and I'm currently backpacking Panama. So I've just spent pretty much the past week and a half in Panama City doing various things, but now I am finally escaping the heat, hopefully, and headed to El Valle de Anton. And I'm going to take you along on this travel day. So let's head to the Albrook bus terminal and get on a bus and head to El Valle. De Anton. Today I am on a hike of La India and it's going to take me to the top where there should be a beautiful vantage point. It's a little bit of a later start. It is like 10 something right now. I had a work meeting at 9 so I couldn't go out any earlier. So it is, as you can tell, very hot. But I'm going to take you along on this hike. I'm really excited. It's one of the hikes you have to do here in La Valle. It is $3 to enter. Not all the hikes you have to pay, but this one you do. But it is what it is, and so let's go take an adventure. I am already sweating bullets, but it should be a fun morning. The La India Dormida hike is about a 10 to 15 minute walk from the city center, although I think for me personally I felt like it was longer, but like I said, you do have to pay to enter. It was $3, so not too much, and it is technically a loop trail of 10 kilometers, but you can do an out and back, which I believe is 4 kilometers. I don't know why I thought this was going to be easier, because it's hot. When I read about the hike online, it seemed like it was going to be pretty easy, and maybe I'm just a wimp, but I found it to be a more challenging than I thought. Definitely not the most challenging hike I've ever done, but there is a lot of inclines and there is some rocky parts, so just keep that in mind. Don't wear flip-flops. Obviously wear some closed-toed shoes, but the views at the top are absolutely stunning and so well worth the effort. If you can do this hike at sunrise or sunset for some beautiful views. There are a couple people in my hostel did the sunrise and said it was lovely. So I have made it kind of to the top here. So it's a beautiful viewpoint. Definitely a difficult hike though, that I was not expecting it to be quite that difficult. But anyway, now we're gonna kind of go that way and then we'll see. But it is very hot, but it is beautiful and definitely worth it, even if it is quite the hike. I have decided to turn around because honestly I did not want to do all the way up and down and such. I think according to the map I read, it is a loop, but everyone's kind of turning around. And so I'm just not quite sure. So playing it safe, better safe than sorry, and I'm gonna head back because it is also noon, it is hot, and I do have to get some work done for today. So I'm gonna hike back now and yeah, then just do work for the rest of the day. But it was a great day to hike, even if I've got a little bit of a later start, but tomorrow might do a shorter hike. We'll see. I'm trying to find something not quite as intense, but with views like that, you really can't go too wrong, right? Hello and happy Wednesday. I am, as you can tell, I'm walking back from doing my laundry. Had a lovely conversation with I think it was the owner's son, but I'll put the name of the laundry place here. Very inexpensive, and yeah, I mean, I was able to do my laundry for far cheaper than anywhere else, and I got a great conversation out of it. So Highly recommend if you are here in El Valle to go there if you need your clothing washed. But anyway, today is kind of a little cooler. You can tell, windy, a little overcast, kind of drizzly. I was going to go to the butterfly thing today, like butterfly, no, farm, I don't know how to describe it, haven. But I think I might try to do it tomorrow because honestly, I just really want to get a good jump on more work stuff. So, and it's already almost 1. So, yeah, but we'll see. But yeah, today just might be kind of a boring day because I got up, I ran, ate, did laundry, I'm gonna fold it, and then I might just work. So anyway, that is my day, and yeah. Happy Thursday. Today I'm headed on another hike, this time to La Silla, I believe. And a lot of, let me stop my watch. A lot of the, at least getting to the initial trailhead is just take the main road and then you get onto it. This should be an easier hike than the other day. As you can tell, it's very windy, so hopefully you can hear me. But yeah, it's definitely very windy today, so hopefully it'll be good, but at least the sun is out. So I'm excited to bring you along, and hopefully you can hear me, but people are honking at me per usual. But anyway, welcome to another day of hiking, and let's see what we see. The Serra La Silla hike is really popular as a sunrise and a sunset hike as well. It is located a little bit outside of the main city center, so you either have to walk, drive, or take one of the colectivos. It is quite that walk. It's like 2 miles or something, but it is worth the walk. Okay, so in case you come, I feel like I should mention this. So you're gonna go on our main road here, and then the road's gonna bend. Don't go onto their property here. It's like a nice little house, but don't go there. Just keep going this way. I do believe that's what my map says, and this is what I found in a video I watched last night on YouTube, which I'll try to link it below. It was actually really helpful in visualizing how to get here. I don't know if I just got lucky the day I went, but I was pretty much one of maybe 3 or 4 people on this hike. It's not the longest hike, it's only a few kilometers, but it is probably one of my favorite hikes in El Valle de Anton, just because I found it to be a good amount of distance. It wasn't too difficult, it wasn't too easy, and the views personally were my favorite. You can really see how El Valle is down in the crater of a volcano. So if you only can do one hike when you're in El Valle, make it this one. I tried to go up that, but it doesn't really look like it on video, but it's definitely way too steep. I couldn't get enough traction to get up there, so I had to slide. I got like halfway or a quarter of the way, and I had to slide down on my butt because it wasn't gonna happen with the wind also kicking up. But the view otherwise is very pretty. One thing I will say, just with how El Valle is kind of situated, or the geography of it, it is definitely super windy. I don't know if it was the time of year, but every hike I did, it was just really windy. So just keep that in mind. Be safe out there. Don't do anything reckless and stupid, but definitely recommend getting in your hikes when you're here. And ooh, look at that wind. You can see how windy it truly is, but definitely worth it. Okay, so if you can hear me, I think that's the majority of this hike, but I actually think I prefer this one to La India. Maybe it's just because it was a little easier minus the wind, but it was so pretty and I really enjoyed it, except for now I gotta walk all the way back downtown, which I did not enjoy that part coming here. But anyway, another good hike. The weather was good other than the wind. Right on cue. And yeah, that's it for today's hike, if you can even hear me. here in El Valle, which is the Cerro Cara Iguana. I might have flipped that, but it's a short hike that is located near the Bodhi Hostel. So it's about a 20-minute walk to the, or one way, 20-minute walk to the high trail, and then it's a short hike from there. So I think this will be a good thing for me today, because past few hikes I've done have been very long. So anyway, welcome. And it's a beautiful day. It's a little less windy, but still pretty windy, some of those gusts. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And let's go see one more beautiful sight. So the Cerro Cara Iguana hike is the closest to the city center. Now, read the directions online. I'll put a couple blog posts down below that explain how to get there. For some reason, I thought I read it correctly, but I totally didn't. And I got so lost, and it was rough trying to get to this trailhead. Once I did, it was definitely worth it. And I did end up meeting a couple from the Charlotte area in North Carolina who we kind of hiked off and on with. I met up with them again a little bit later in the hike, and also picked up a German guy too. But it was really, really cool to be hiking with other people, because I don't really typically hike with others. But yeah, just read those directions carefully. But it is a really great hike, but definitely know, probably out of the 3 hikes I did, this was for sure the windiest. My Garmin clocked in the hike at about 6 miles total, but that also includes me just getting lost on the way there. I believe there are 2 different ways to get down from this hike. We ended up taking I think it was a little bit of a longer route, but it was more gradual downhill versus it being more steep and a little bit more precarious. And I definitely recommend that, because it is kind of a steep downhill anyway, but definitely worth doing this hike. Just kind of know that in advance. But after the hike, me and my new friends, we went over to the Butterfly Haven that's in the center of town and just checked out the butterflies, and it was really beautiful. Definitely recommend heading there. It's not too expensive, and you do learn a lot, and you do see a ton of butterflies. But that's going to be my time in El Valle. I hope you did enjoy this vlog. It was definitely focused more on the hikes, but it's definitely well worth a visit there, especially if you are a hiker. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and follow my social media channels. And as always, remember to wander far and wander often.
I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off, wake up every morning.